Get out.
I'm so sorry.
You're leading everything just to say that pun?
Yeah, I'm leading everything just to say the pun, but actually I'm trying to make a point here. On the side of Notorious villains, they are super fake, right? Look at that.
I suppose so. And Buse immediately jumping in between to proxy the lane, and Buse is just trying to do whatever that he can right in the center, and of course trying to exert some pressure. Notorious villains started out this fight all by jumping into the opponent's buff, and that makes absolute sense because they know for a matter of fact that Impunity...
that sidestep from Fenrir though.
I don't know how far this is going to go because that is going to be a complete 3v3 if they allow this.
Takeaway very low, but look at Ram trying to save takeaway here by jumping onto Dara.
Yup, Suna is in the wolf form. Reminiscent just going to be continuing his farm down in the bottom lane. The Notorious villains tried their very best to suffocate Impunity SG out of all of the big buff. You can pretty much see Reminiscent doesn't have the blue buff on himself. The only thing that he has is
the red buff.
So Notorious villains did manage to kind of suffocate them just by a wee bit.
Oh, the Abyssal Arrow catches onto Fenrir here, and Miku dealing a little bit of damage onto Fenrir right now. I mean, he has that aggression, but look at him, he is very low on mana right now in the mid lane.
Reminiscent is already at level 4.
Oh, Kolia jumping onto Takeaway. Takeaway looking very low, going to be first blood, going over to the side of Mbastizi right now. What a catch by Kolia, giving the kill over to Mbastizi.
Yeah, Takeaway pretty much knew that he was dead and thus went up for a final emote at the last second.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, he just stood there and just like, yeah, I'm dead. Kill me.
Yeah, I mean, like he's trying to slow down the gameplay too, but look on the side of Envy here, trying to secure the turtle. Fenrir using the meteor shower, trying to lower the health of turtle right here. But do they have the retribution? But instantly taken down would be Suna.
And just like that, unfortunately, we did not quite get the message as to who is the one that took the turtle though. So with that all said, Notorious villains versus Impunity SG. As it is for now, Impunity, well, they do have...
Whoa, look at Ram. Ram trying to catch on.
Ram. Not dead. Did not kill as well. Very close though in that really fight against the winners as well as that box here.
Look at, okay, I've got to say, Fenrir's going to get caught up by Miku right here. Secured by Miku. Reminiscence dealing most of the damage actually onto Fenrir, but Miku will be there to secure it. But look at Ram putting the aggression onto Zara, and here comes Kolia running down from the mid lane all the way to the bottom lane here, and Zara is going for the dive onto Ram, but he knows that Ram can actually clutch this out.
My oh my, I just keep getting confused by the Paquito. Like, is it the bottom? I thought that was a Cho.
It looks like a Cho, right? It looks
like the same silhouette, the same damn silhouette. And it's relatively tough for me to tell. But I think that turtle eventually went over to the side of Impunity, considering the fact that Impunity does have a greater...
Look at Mbastizi all the way in. Kolia there to stop everybody. Here comes the Abyssal Arrow, and easily dodge is Mr. Uncle Roger. Here is Suna. Suna is not going to make a mistake anymore. He did get caught out.
I gotta give it over to Impunity though. This is a really good starting game for themselves. They did not allow Notorious villains to kind of steamroll over them. They have got a pretty good lead as of right now. I believe that Reminiscent has got a pretty good amount of gold onto his name, 1.6 thousand gold as compared to Suna with 1.2 thousand, and not to forget, we also have Soren with 1.6 thousand gold as the 1-1. So as time slowly goes by, and the longer this game drags, Impunity SG will definitely have a lot more of a stronger late game and a stronger back.
Oh, Electro coming out. Ram looking a little low, gonna get taken away, but here comes Takeaway with the double man stun up. Knock up actually, so sorry. Onto Suna on Kolia. What a play.
Yep, the turtle is now going to be...
Jumped right into the Abyssal Arrow is Mbastizi, but they envy here. Notorious villains are trying to secure out that turtle and take away. Kolia just zoning out Takeaway.
Takeaway slowly making his move right down to the bottom lane. There's really nothing much that they can do with the turtle, but unfortunately Notorious will be the one that takes right out. Fenrir goes straight down to the hands of Reminiscent. A little bit of an overextension from the side of Impunity, but all goes well for them. amount of kills that Impunity SG has gotten for themselves, this is looking pretty darn good. Reminiscent is even trying to get the purple buff off for himself, and of course Retribution is used to secure that purple buff. Notorious Villains would now have a very, not that good of a lead.
Oh, good knockout onto Dara here, but it's a Uranus. How can you fight up against the Uranus? Look at the regen on Dara right here on the top lane. Ram looking to flash in, flicker in. What a flash from Dara!
That is a bad mistake from Impunity. Very bad mistake. You're fighting against the Uranus right under the turret's nose. No.
And he pops his ultimate at the right time to actually heal and actually regen his health all the way back at an insane speed. I must say, insane
power of the Uranus. What else can I say? Only are just gonna be, well, reeling around, trying to do whatever they can, of course, trying to get a little bit more details and information as to where the members of Impunity is. But because of that small little death that Ram gave over to Dada, things are starting to lead over to the side of Notorious Villains just by a little bit. But I gotta have to praise Soren as well as Reminiscent though. They have been farming pretty well. Good
look at Ram
being picked up by Reminiscent. Ram is definitely going to go straight down to the hands of Dada, but take away Reminiscent and Miku. Joins in the fray. Things are not looking good. Way on track and round top of Suna. Suna gets himself away. Takes himself in the front of the seat, but he will still be alive as he managed to just soak up as much damage as he can from the members of the forest.
Look at MPL all the way in the mid lane running at the front, but I've got to say, Fenrir with that meteor shower to disengage Impunity was at the right timing. But on the side here, Impunity is going to take advantage of that zone, and they are going to be trying to secure out their Surtur. And here we have Envy, Notorious Villain trying to catch it down. Contesting for the Surtur right now, but look at takeaway in the middle of it all. Envy are pushing on the aggression, but look at the side here. From the wrong, with the double knockup on Nicola and Fenrir. Nicola looks super duper low. Here comes the killing spree coming in. Reminiscent and takeaway is going to go down. Rob is going to go down too. Look at Sora. They are going for the team wipe, but Sora is going for the kite, but no. A full flawless team wipe here from Notorious Villain.
Impunity bites the dust after a very scuffed fight against the Notorious Villains. That is going to be free turrets all over the board and free real estate for the Notorious Villains. The top lane, bottom lane, middle lane is going to be absolutely clear. And at this point onwards, Notorious Villains is very likely going to have a, well, an econ.
It's gonna hurt the econ so bad.
Yeah. Is just going to be exponential growth for Notorious Villains as it is for now. As long as Notorious Villains continues to just kind of hold down the 50 line, or perhaps even further than that, ensuring that Impunity SG is completely starved out with farm, unable to do anything, that is where Impunity SG's two-man marksman lineup is going to fall. I'm not a big fan of the brute force breastplate.
Oh, look at Soren eating the whole of Meteor Shower right now.
Painful, absolutely painful. Bottom lane second turret is going to be under siege by Notorious Villains. They're just hammering this turret away, and that is going to be an easy turret down for Notorious Villains. How about the top lane? Is also down. Middle lane, the second turret is going to be the last thing remaining. Notorious Villains is just making their mobility, or rather making their movements pretty interesting, and things are moving extremely fast. Impunity SG, they are grouping up together a little bit too much. If Notorious Villains jumped in at the right time, things are definitely going to be a little bit squishy, and things are definitely going to get a little bit fishy.
That's right, and what a play from Notorious Villains right there. They played it slow. They know that they can reset that game. They challenged. They actually contested for the turtle, and that's when things actually turned around. Now Notorious Villain with a 6,000 goal lead here. Notorious Villain are just going to be snowballing right now, especially for Suna.
It is going to be a snowball after all. Take a look at Suna's items. At this point in time, it does seem like he's working towards an endless battle. He's got a Wind Talker as well as...
Oh, look at Kolia with the stun up wants to take away, but look at Ram all the way in. But Dara and MPL all the way back, instantly taken down. It's going to be Ram. Overextended, but here, look at this. Impunity all the way in, Dara all the way in.
Still alive.
Still tanking all that damage. Kolia just playing back and forth with his catapult ball. With that Baxia, and what a play, zoning out the whole of Impunity. Impunity just not trying to, are they going to contest for the Lord though? But look at Takeaway, and Reminiscents are trying to secure their Lord. Here comes the ultimate, but Lord is going to be instantly secured here by Suna.
So with that all said and done, Notorious Villains will have the Lord fighting in favor for themselves. I'm kind of surprised that Impunity SG actually didn't take a single turret for themselves. It's gonna be tough because they have no way to roam around. There's no control around this battlefield.
There's no money.
Yeah,
no gold.
Yeah, the only thing that Impunity SG could do right now is just
Farm on minions.
cower inside of the base.
Literally hiding their tails between their legs right now is Impunity SG, but they do have a chance to snowball back right now unless they played it to the late game. But just as you said, then Suna is going to be playing that endless battle. He immediately picks up that endless battle is Suna right now, and they're going to be playing the aggression onto the middle lane right now. Look at Kolya catching all the way in the back is Miku, and they are going to be zoning the whole of Impunity SG all the way back into the base. Impunity has no choice.
Reminiscent a little bit too far for my comfort. Kolya jumped right in. He tried to do a little bit of a distraction. Ram is just going to be engaging right on top of Dara. He's going to be the frontliners, but he's not going in. A bit Aimai at this point of time. But the middle lane inhibitor turret is now currently being under siege. Notorious Villains barging right in. They are ready to pull out all out right onto Impunity. The meteor shower is definitely going to be one of the painful things, and Bruce gets himself away with just a critical amount of health, and everyone else from Notorious Villains immediately settled all the way in onto the core, ending the game in 11 minutes and 20 seconds.
Alright, I've got to say, Soren picked that 1-1. Did you see the only time he get his ultimate up was when